Yeah. Um, I'm just having a quick look at ADHD. Love them. They have an article on ADHD masking um, signs and consequences, and the title is "Why ADHD Masking is a Form of Self-Sabotage." Um, and it just goes into a little
Mm.
bit of like what is masking, and it's saying that it's uh, trying to conform to neurotypical standards to avoid shame and stigma, and that women and girls tend to develop more compensatory behaviors that mask ADHD, which is part of why women and girls are less likely to get diagnosed. So in a way, it's like you're self-sabotaging your own diagnosis and being able to understand and work with your ADHD by trying to cover it up to fit into like these social standards. um, and it's also just like social conditioning society, tells us that women should not be out of place or not disrupt because it's a man's world essentially. And it's all these things that we learn to then uh, put ourselves into these boxes. And it has a few examples here of what is ADHD masking. One of them is my house is an embarrassing, cluttered mess. I don't let people come over. All of the pictures I take inside my home are carefully constructed and cropped to hide the clutter. And I think that's interesting because that actually, even recording this podcast, I feel like I am unintentionally masking because if you look here, it's like, oh, look, Addy has a nice background. But like, guys, this is my room. I'm just going to show you, like, it's a mess.
This is unmasking.
There's clothes everywhere. It's me and my partner both have ADHD. And like this is the standard of like the state of our
Yeah.
room. My bed is never made. Uh, there's always clothes everywhere. I have a
Yeah.
dog and a cat, so like, it's hard to keep up with all that. And yeah, I still feel that urge, I guess, like when I take a photo and post it online that I have to um, hide. But some of the stuff that has done the best, I once did a reel that was like, I think it used Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again song, and it was just walking around my house showing everyone
Oh.
my mess and on ADH doers, and everyone was like, so good to see this and see that someone
Yeah.
else is living like this, and it helps like
Yeah.
normalize it and get rid of the shame.